to me, it almost ought to be mandatory that young men get out there, put pads on, and get hit and get knocked down, and learn the discipline of things, and be chewed out a little bit. The value of being on a team, and even if you're not playing, and going to those practices and putting that helmet on, and it still smells from yesterday's workout because it was hot, or it's the morning practice, and now you got the afternoon. To go through that self-discipline, that never ever leaves them, I don't think.
Yeah, I think that's really, because sometimes I hear people like they don't want him to play football, he's going to get hurt.
And then they buy him a new car.
Yeah, and I tell them, you know, I've coached for a long time, as you have, and I can't remember anything really serious. Yeah. I mean, I've had some broken bones and all from my kids, but they've been back and they play again. But to put that and keep a kid from all the things you just talked about, to being part of a team. When I first came here, I met the headmaster at that time, whose building we're in, and we developed such a great friendship that's really one of the highlights of my football thing. Yeah. You know, that relationship I had with Father Duffy was just great, you know. Yeah. And it trickled down, and he used to come out to the field all the time. He always fashioned himself as he used to talk about his forearm shiver. That's how far back he goes.
Truly, the biggest difference in pro football and high school football is the amount of time they give you to be a coach, because that's all it is. You know, in high school, I taught freshman English, you know, and I set those kids back a long ways. But anyway, in junior college, I had PE classes, you know, and when I went to Stanford University, then it was all football. But then it's recruiting, it's all these other things, summer job programs, all. But in pro football, it is all X's and O's and leadership and organizing football a year round. There's no off season anymore. I mean, Andy Reid's starting the off season. He's in the office and he'll be grinding it.
If we can bring this thing off, it's really going to benefit the school.
It sends it benefits the school, it benefits the kids. It sends a great message to the kids. We believe it's important enough to include this in our educational program, to have facilities like this so you kids can take advantage of them.
No question.
Yeah. The artificial surfaces aren't like the old vet. You know, the old vet was like playing on this. I mean, it was terrible.
I remember.
Oh, it was absolutely, it was embarrassing.
Next thing you know, it was 31 years, and I did the best I could, and made a lot of friends, and had a lot of good teams and all. But you don't really think about stuff like that. And if you do think about it, you think maybe they'll give me a banquet or something like that. But to name an athletic complex after me, that's like,
hey, I mean, you deserve it. You know, the number of but you don't realize, I've been in the NFL locker rooms and major college locker rooms, and hear these young men now talk about their high school coaches. And talk about their college teams that compete against each other, that they're now out in the pro. It's amazing. You, more than most, have touched so many lives. The great thing, by putting your name on that stadium, these kids that you coach, their kids will be coming here. Say, my dad played for that guy. You know?
Yeah, they're already here, some of them.
I know what you're saying.
Been around long enough.
That's a tremendous tribute, and there's no one more deserving.
Thank you, Coach. You know, it's really hard to just put a couple adjectives on how I feel. It's just amazing to me, and I'm so humbled and proud, and stuff like that. So it's great. It's great to have Coach Vermeil here also.
Hey, I get excited sitting next to you. You know, people always think NFL coaches are something different than high school coaches, and they are not. And there's always certain kids on a team that touch you, and that relationship that you develop in coaching and being their leader, it lasts a lifetime.